Hello everyone, welcome to IC Training Nepal, and this is the episode 5 of learning e-commerce through Laravel, or making e-commerce through Laravel, or you can say that developing the e-commerce through Laravel. So thank you so much first of all for watching my previous videos if you have watched it, and if you haven't watched it, please, I would like to say that please watch the previous video so that you will understand this video, and please like, share and subscribe the video so that I will be motivated for more videos. So let's talk about the episode 5. So here what we're gonna do is like we'll go through the controller, we'll go through the migrations, and the other thing is we'll make the CRUD application. So let's get started to the video. Okay, so what we have here is like we have here the code of the product categories and all of the things which we have made previously. We have the migration file here, and I have already declared here like in the create things, so you can go and see my previous video, and or the link is below. And the one thing I want to say that I'll be also uploading in this all the codes in the Git from here. So if you want to see the code, or if you want to download the code, I will be uploading the code, and I will be like changing the code, or I will be updating the code in every episode. So please don't forget to see the code also if you want to. So let's talk about the things. Okay, so here the migration file, and here is the controller files of all the things that which we have made. And here is like the other one is the other one you can see is like there is the models. Okay, so here's the models file. Okay, so all the models we have been declared here, all of the things we have been declared here. So today let's talk about making the product category first of all. Okay, so let's go towards the first of all let's open the jam folder or jam control panel, so that we'll be starting it. Okay, I think the jam will open, so let's see that. And second things what we're gonna see is like let's see the web here, which of the route we have called. So this is the documents one, we don't need this one, so this is the extra. So let's cut this out, we don't need this, or just doesn't matter. So we have this one product category things. Okay, so you have already this one. Please don't do this document one, because this has been, I have made it optional, and this is not included in the video also. So if you want to I will demonstrate it like in the other videos, upcoming videos. So we have here is like the route resource. So what the route do is like route the pinpoint. Okay, so let's go towards, let's open like PHP artisan server. I'm serving from here also. A previous video I have serving from the Git, so it doesn't matter wherever you want to serve. It can be from the command line or it can be from the Git. Okay, so let's go towards the, and yes, we have this one in the front end. Okay, we have these things in the front end. Let's go towards the dashboard and the product category. Let's see it. So in the product categories, what we have is specify is like we have made one table here in the previous video. So what we will gonna do is like we will make sure that we will make it. Okay, so we will make it. So let's make it here from here. So first of all product category. Okay, so let's go to the create section. So we have also made the create things also. So what we will gonna do is like we will add it to the database. Okay, so let's go to the product controller. So with the controller, product category controller, so with the controller we will control everything. Okay, so here we have is like we are going to view, we are viewing this. So let's add something here. Let's add one thing called product category and let's make like product. Let's call the model here, and I am going to say that all, I want all of the things from model. Okay, so here you can see the product category is here. So I have called this. So what will happen is it will interact with the database. So we are calling the model means model interact with the database, and all of the things database go through the model and it will come here. Okay, so we are calling the model, and what will happen is the model is calling the database, and model is directly connected with the database, so that we are calling the model and all the data from the model it will come here. Okay, so and we'll just return this one. Okay, so let's go towards this index page and let's change the few things here, things like, okay, let's see first of all the tables. Okay, we have this table, we have this td, we have all of, we don't need the td, what we need is like tr. Okay, so let's see here everything you want to see. Okay, this is all like, this is all the pagination sections, I think. So we don't need these things. Let's make it, let's delete this thing. Okay, let's delete this one, tr. Okay, I don't need this one, I need this. Okay, let's delete this and delete all other things. Okay, and we'll just make like, we'll not define this class called odd or even, or if you want to you can specify it, it doesn't matter. Let's delete these things, all other things. We don't need odd even because we can just manipulate it by from the other things. Okay, so what we can just do is like here tr. Okay, tr. Okay, so done. So we don't need to be like add the class and all other things. Okay, so we don't need now sorting. So let's refresh it and let's see in the product category. Okay, so okay, sorry, the table or viewed not found. So it happens because we have called from the this one, we have called that the product category. So what happened is they said that a table or view not found. So what does it mean? That I want to add one terminal again. So here, okay, terminal 2. So we have a 2 terminal here, one is here and another is here. Okay, so what happened is like these things you have to know. Okay, so it says that the table or view not found. Okay, so it means there is no table. Okay, so let's see in the localhost. So I know the problem, so what I am going to make you sure that you have to tackle with every problem. Okay, so it happens, and if you will know the problems, what will happen is your time will be saved. Okay, so here is there is no table of the product category. So it is saying that there is no table of the product categories. Okay, so what we have to do is like, let's make one. PHP artisan migrate. Okay, so what the migrate will do is like it will migrate all the migration file automatically. So and it will migrate and the table will be created automatically. That is why it is called the framework. With the Laravel framework, it's very pretty easy and it's lovely one. That is why I like the Laravel. So all of the things is automated. Okay, many of the things usually automated. And let's see. Okay, the migration of the table has been done. Okay, so it doesn't matter if you have the MySQL or what you will gonna use, it will migrate automatically. So that is the thing. And let's see the table here, the MySQL table. Let's refresh it and boom. Okay, so the thing is gone. Okay, right, so it's nice, the thing is gone, right? So what I'm going to do is like let's change some of the things. Is like something this here is the product category, and these things we don't need these things also. So what we're gonna do is like go to the index and let's change something here. First of all, I don't need this, it looks like boom. So let's make it the clear one, the clean code. Okay, so what we're going to do here is like all of the things has been stayed here. Area label, salary, area label, email. So TRTH, so we need this TH. So let's make it like here. The thing is like we don't need definition, we don't find all, we don't need this, we need the command. Okay, let's enter it. So last name, first name, last name, position, and we don't need all of the things. Okay, all of the THs. Just go to the last one and see if there is like TR. Okay, so delete it and let's make it like TR. Okay, so if you are good at the bootstrap and all of the such thing, you can use it like as your way. So let's make one called category, right? So product category, and the other one is called status. Okay, and we don't need the slug here also. Okay, so let's refresh it. Okay, what happened is that we have the many things here, so just delete this one. Okay, 1 2 3. Okay, so delete this 2. Let's refresh it here. So what we have is the product category and status here. Okay, so two things is here. So I need one more thing. It is for the like actions bottom. Okay, so let's make one actions bottom here too. So for that, let's make one TD here. So and for now I am giving it empty, and let's make one here too. So and here just action. So let's refresh it. Okay, done. So product category and the status. So what I'm going to do here is like I don't need this P section, so I'm going to cut it off, and I don't need this setting 1 and setting 2 and these things, so I don't need this. So let's refresh again, see what things has been changed. Okay, done. So here what I need is like product category. Okay, so product category. So the other thing I want to do is like I want to connect this with the model. Okay, so just see this. What happen is I want the value from here, from this one. So for now there is no value, so it doesn't have value for now. So what I want is the value of the brand name and the status will be here. Okay, so for that what we will going to do is like just delete this one, and what I am going to do is like I am going to make the for each loop. Okay, so I am going to make the for each loop. Okay, so let's make that for each loop. So for each, so what I'm going to use is like I'm going to use here the value of the index one. Okay, so this variable I am going to use these variables. It is because, sorry, we have not passed the variable also. Let's pass the variable here, compact, and let's pass the variable called product category. So what is happening here is I am going to pass the variable called product categories in the index of file. Okay, in the index of the product category. Okay, so let's make the product category. So what happened is like I am going to calling that product category in for each. Okay, so you have to call it this for each functions. You can just go and see the for each things or the other one. You can just see the methods, this for each method or other anything, any method you want to see, you can just see by typing in the Laravel documentation. Okay, so I want to make it like as product categories at procat. Okay, so let's, so, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to this code this and I'm going to paste it here. So what happens is every time it will run, so it have to run these things, okay, these row things. Okay, so here what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the two call classes here. Okay, so these two call classes is the things which bind the Laravel blade. Okay, so this is the blading. Okay, so this is called the Laravel blade templating. So in this blade template, what is has been said that without binding this or the without the two curly braces, the value won't appear. Okay, so the for the value appearance, what will happen is we have to make the two curly braces which interacts with your value or interacts with your variable to the HTML page. Okay, so let's make it like procat and let's call the brand name, and here let's make it like procat and let's call the brand name, and so it is like the calling. Okay, so it is the calling or it is the showing. Okay, so let's call the slug. Okay, so what we are calling is like we are calling the brand name and we are calling the slug of the model, or you can say like that we are calling the column called brand name, and we are calling the column called slug from this product object. Okay, so it will show in the array every time it passes, and then we are going to calling that array. It is like we are going to calling the key pair. If you have, we are calling the key, and it will show like the value. Okay, so it can be defined as the key pair value too. So let's refresh it and see if there is any problem. So there is no problem occurred. So what I am going to do here is call the create here, and in create let's make a brand name called the ICT brand. Okay, so let's submit this. So nothing has been happened because so here brand name equal to ICT brand. So what happened is like nothing is happened. Okay, so if you will see here also, you will gonna show nothing. It is all because we haven't specified the controller to say anything. Okay, so for that, what we will going to do is like, let's go to the controller section, and in create it has been here. Okay, it is okay. So in store, what we're going to do is like, let's call the, so this is the easy way. If there is only the variable things, okay, so if there is one of the variable things, let's call the variable called, or you can just call the model called product category model. Okay, so in the product category, what we're gonna do is like, we will make the create option. Okay, so in the create, what we will going to do is like, it has specified a name equal to flight. Okay, so we don't need this one. So what will, this is just like the snippet of something like it is just the example. So what we will going to do is like, we will be calling this request because it has been called through the request. So the request is the predefined from the Laravel, so that any request from the blade template, it will connect from the blade template to here in controller. So let's make one request and let's call all. Okay, so here the error. Okay, done. So let's see, and let's return view, or you can just return the route. Okay, just I will be returning the view. So let's return the view here, and let's call here like website dot, okay, let's call it here website dot backend dot product product and dot index. Okay, so let's see it happened or not. So I don't know why it hadn't been returned here. So website backend and product category. So we have the product category, right? Product category and just index. Okay, so let's see the thing. Let's make like create. Okay, so let's again try the brand name called ICT brand. Let's submit it. So nothing has been happened. It is all because the thing is like okay, let's see this. Let's go to the create things of the product category, and let's see in the form. Okay, so what happen is in form we need to make like method post and another thing action called. We have to go through the action to the route. Okay, so route. Okay, so let's make the action to route. So here what will happen is web, so product category dot in store. Okay, so I'm calling the product category dot index route, sorry, store, store route. So let's check it out, it have this route or not. So for that you just need to make to see that PHP artisan route list. Okay, so it will show the route list which we have done through like in the resource, and I have talked about the resource also. So let's see here, we have the product category. So we have the product category destroy, we have the store. For that we have made the product category dot store. Okay, so what I have done is like I have just called the product category dot store. Okay, so nothing difference here. And the other thing what you have to make sure that you always have to give the CSRF token. So for the secureness you have to give it always. And another thing is without CSRF token Laravel doesn't allow you to make the changes. Okay, so let's make the IC brand and let's submit, and it hasn't happened because you have to just, okay, now if you want to see here, let's see again. So it doesn't have anything, so create. Okay, so ICT brand, let's submit it. So what happened is like the field slug doesn't have the default value, we haven't given anything to the slug. Okay, so for the slug things what you can do is like we have one thing in the Laravel. So I want to Laravel documentation. Let's go to Laravel documentation. Laravel. Yes, so I don't think the, okay, so internet is not connected here. Let's see that. Okay, there is an error. So the internet is not running, like, so it happens if you are in the lockdown and people are using internet very much and the internet is gone, like, okay, so we don't need this. Okay, so let's go and see this. I wanted to make you that I want to make sure that you will be learning easily, so that I needed the internet, but now I don't think it has been working. So let's talk about here. Okay, so what I am going to do is like I want to make one slug here. Okay, so for the slug I have not specified it. So for that what I am going to do is like just make one called slug, okay, equal to str and slug. Okay, so str slug. So I don't think it works or not. It usually going to work there, but here I don't know. So okay, so str slug, and let's make one called, the one thing is request, and let's call the request brand name, and just if there is the two brand name just keep it like here. Okay, so it is defined by So what happen is like it shows that it is undefined type. Okay, so we have to call this. So let's use str. Okay, so okay, so I have used this str also, and what is going on here? Okay, done. Okay, done. So these things also done. So what I have using is, this is like the function. Okay, so this is the inbuilt function and I'm using it. I wanted to show you through the documentation, but because of there is no internet running now, so that is why I have just shown like this. You can just search that in the Laravel documentation and you'll find this. And after that, what I am going to do is like I am going to merge it. Okay, so request and request. So for that I am going to merge this in the request. Okay, so let's merge it. So let's merge it like okay. Sometimes what happens is merge doesn't work sometimes, but this times I hope it will work. So let's try to merge these things. So request and merge, and let's merge the things called brand name. Okay, brand name. Okay, to, so let's merge the brand name here to the slug. Okay, so hope it works. Let's try it out. So because without trying we will not know. So let's go to the report category again and let's create one. So the create ICT brand and let's submit this. So what will happen? What happened is like this says that the call to the undefined for called the merge. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so here is the problem. Let's refresh it and let's go to the create again and let's say ICT brand. Let's submit this and it says the field slug doesn't have default values. So what happened is like the merge didn't work because I have used this slug here. Okay, so if you want to use is like if you want to use like the titles or the brand name and the merge would work. So here the merge doesn't work because we haven't merge only work because in my like experience merge usually work what we will just point out or what we will get from the request. So we can just manipulate that what we will get from the request. We didn't want to merge these things here which has been manipulated in this area. Okay, so for that what we will going to do is like we will just comment this merge section and let's go to these things. So and let's make one here. So let's make one array here. Let's cut this out. I don't need this one now. So in the array let's make the brand name. So and other one is like what we will going to do is like other things we need is slug. Okay, so for slug what we will going to do is like we will just call the things called the slug. Okay, So we have specified the for the brand name. What we will going to do is like request and we will be calling the name called brand name. Okay, done. So let's refresh it, let's refresh this, and let's see if it is working out or not. So ICT brand, submit this. So what happened is we have the undefined variable called the product category. So it shows that the defined is already, this is undefined. Please check it out, okay, let's check it out. Let's see what is the error here. Product category, here we have these things, we have these create things, product pre-arrow DUCTCATEGORY. so everything is right here. We have the product category compact, also we have product pre-arrow DUCTCATEGORY. everything is right here. So where is the problem occurs? Okay, so let's see here. Maybe here is some problem. PRODUCTCATEGORY. Okay, procat. So everything is right here. Then what happened? Why it is calling the undefined variable? So let's check it out. So okay, we will going to check it out by looking towards it. Okay, so what happened is we will check. Okay, so these things. Okay, so we are returning the view here, so that is why the error comes out. Okay, so for these things what I am going to do is like return, we are going to view in these sections only. Okay, so that is why it shows the error. Okay, so for that we don't need to return the view, we just return the route, return and call redirect. So we will going to redirect and we will going to redirect the route. So the route name is called website.index. okay, so product category.index. okay, so hope this will work out, and maybe it will work out. Just refresh it. Okay, so we have the ICT brand. Okay, so we have the ICT brand. So let's make one again, create and call subscribe the channel, and let's submit this one, and we have the subscribe channel. So we have done the create operation, and let's update things. So for the update you don't need to do anything, you just copy these things. Okay, what I'm going to say that just copy this. Okay, and in update, in edit, we don't need to in update. Okay, in update just paste these things. Okay, so we have pasted this. So let's here update, let's change something called update. Okay, so what happens, it shows that the something called the parameter array, and these things happens. So update, so update. Okay, so what I am going to update here is like just copy this one and just paste here, update. So sorry, just got this one. Okay, so we don't need this now. Okay, so I think I'm going so fast. So first of all, we have to make the edit section. So first of all, let's make the edit section. Let's see the edit section. So we have the index here, we have the update here, and what I'm going to do is like just copy this, create this everything from the create. Okay, and let's show it in the update section. Okay, so here let's paste it out. Sorry, let's paste this, and okay, so rude. So let's, so it didn't copy it, I think. Let's copy from this. Okay, let's copy this section and let's paste it in the update section. Okay, so we had copied this section, and what we need to do something here is like called update, and what we need to do is like in the update, let's update, let's see the value here. Okay, so for the value, first of all here also just make the update, and for the value you can just go, and for the value just here value equal to, and this will be specified in the edit. So port can controller and edit, and let's specify this one. Okay, so for that we have already called the product category here, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so let's return and view and product. So product, I need this product section. Let's return view. What we have, website dot backend dot product dot update, right? So is it right or wrong? So product dot update, sorry, we have product category dot update, and will be compact, compact. So what we are doing here is sending the product category, right? So let's do it. So we are sending here in the product category. Okay, so for this page what we have to do is like we have to make something like, just say here, let's make it product category and just one. Okay, so what happens? So nothing happened here. Okay, so what we need to do here in the action bottom, we have to make some action bottom. Okay, so Genitalia, just search here Genitalia index. Okay, Genitalia index. We will be seeing this from our local folder. So let's see that by looking towards this folder called, we have made it on the public one, so reveals in file explorer. Okay, so we have here, let's see the admin backend, and let's see the SRC, not in SRC, in build maybe, or in production, maybe. Okay, so let's see here. and we need some icon, right? So we need some icon. So for update, let's update icon. Maybe we will be needing is like not this icon. Let's go to the form sections and the form bottoms. Okay, general forms or the form bottoms. Okay, so let's look. Okay, so what we need is like we need the action. Okay, so we need some drop down menu, or we can just we need these things. Okay, so this is I think this is the right one. This may, so we can just use this also. Okay, so let's, this is, I love this one, I think. So let's copy this one and let's paste it in the, so let's paste it in the index sections. Okay, so in the index sections what we have just made these things. Okay, we have the edit one. Let's refresh it here. So what happened is we have the edit things. Okay, good. Okay, it sounds good. Okay, so let's make another one here again. So the other one we need to make is like the save things. Okay, oh, we don't need save things, we need the edit things and we need the delete button. Okay, so let's see the delete one, button app tag. Okay, so here the class, this one, it says that. So let's see here the delete things and let's copy this one, let's paste here and here delete. Okay, so let's refresh this. Okay, delete, it doesn't have delete, I think. So FA recycle, maybe. Okay, so we don't need this recycle also, it doesn't look the good things. Okay, so let's see the bottoms, or we have a UI element. Let's see the icon here. Okay, so we need the icon, right? So here dustbin, recycle, we don't need recycle, bin, we need dustbin. So we need the cross. Okay, so let's see that which will be the good for the, we don't need this thing, this one, this one, this one. So what I'm going to show is like I'm going to show you how to just use the icons also, so that it will be easy for you to use the relevant icon. So form controller one, currency text editor. Okay, text editor, direction, we don't need, video, we don't need, warning. Okay, warning icons. So medical, we don't need. What we need is the delete button. Okay, so this delete, DELETE. Okay, DEL, delicious. So warning. Okay, so just use the warning. Okay, FA warning. So let's, we don't need these things, let's go to the warning. Okay, so for here let's make one half, and here to half, here delete. So in edit sections, let's try it like route, and in route what we will going to do is like we'll call the route call product category dot edit, and we'll pass the value called procat id. Okay, so let's refresh it. Let's go here, let's refresh it. What happened is like the missing parameter. Okay, the route edit, so missing parameter. Okay, so maybe there is the missing parameter. The parameter hasn't been missing here because we have the okay, so here is the missing parameter. We have to specify here. Okay, so sometimes it happens. So I'm going through all of the things, all of the codes. Okay, so that you will understand nicely. So let's edit one. What happened is like the product category is the undefined variable. So for that, what we will going to do is like we will just see here and just make that product 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 category equal to what we will going to find or fail. Just you can just use here find or fail and just use the id. Okay, and let's pass here the id too. I don't think we have to do this. Okay, these things. Okay, but also I'm trying to do it. So let's see here. What happened is like we are going to find the id which we have passed. Okay, we have passed through the product category. Okay, so for that let's see the product category. So let's copy this one. What happens, we can just see here. Let's see, let's make okay find undefined function. Just make the find. If it found like the undefined function, you can just make the find there. The find is also the so here is the undefined function find or fail. Okay, so it may be the defined function. I don't know what's going on here. Find. Okay, so let's do it like this, and let's make it here like okay find. So let's refresh it. Maybe something will happen. Undefined variable, it also showed that the undefined variable called the product category. So equal to find. The find is not working here. Okay, equal to product category. So let's make it here called the product category find, and let's find the id here. Okay, or the product. So let's refresh it. Let's refresh it again, and product CATGRY PRODUCTC. okay, so here is some problem here. So okay, now the problem will be resolved maybe. So what happens is the route product category dot updates is not defined. Okay, so let's change this one. We have to make the update. Okay, so refresh it and let's try. So what happened is here the missing requirement parameter for update. Okay, so for that also just do the same like here for update. Also what we will going to do is like we will make the product category. Okay, so DUCT product category, and we'll just pass the ID. Okay, so let's refresh it again. So what happened here is the property I doesn't exist in the collection instance. Okay, so what it has done is like it said that the ID doesn't exist in the collection. Okay, so there is the things that we have to know. It says that in the collection it didn't find. Okay, so the product category should be like, let's see towards our product category section. So what here we have found is like we have to found this product category. So it has been used is like okay. So what we need the other variable is like we need another one, so that we will specify. Okay, what I have done is like I have done many things bad, many things error. Okay, so here, so this is the Laravel 7, and I was doing is like from the Laravel 6 I just found that this is the error thing. So we don't need to find because it has already done. So what we need to do is like just make it here product category. Okay, let's try it from this one. So let's refresh it. Localhost and dashboard and create. Okay, we don't have a create product. Okay, so product category. So let's edit one. So what happened is undefined variable called the product category. Okay, so here what happened here is like sometimes when you find error, so I want to say one thing that if you find error, if you want to make some CRUD, and if you want if you have done the error, or if you find some error in the previous or a new one, so what you can do is like you can just make it like you can just make it by the looking towards the Google, and you can just search it. Okay, so it will be easy for you. So here in Laravel 7 or in the 6 one, there are a lot of things. The solution had been used easily for some of the small regions. So it says that the possible typo product category, and if you click on the fix typo, it will automatically fix in some of the things. So here you can just see that the typo has been error in the update sections, maybe in the update sections. Okay, so here in the actions we need to just change the product category one things, and the other things what we need to do is like we need to just specify the value, and you know how to specify it. I have told you before, product category and just say the brand name. Okay, so let's refresh it. So here the missing parameter. Okay, so the for the prod category dot update. So let's see that maybe there will be something missing. Okay, these things I am doing these things wrong very much time. From this you have to also aware that there, if there is called the missing, you have to solution, you have a solution there, you have to do it. Okay, so let's refresh again. So let's refresh from here, let's edit, and again what happened is prod category called, so you have the missing parameter here. Again see there and refresh it. Product categories, we have right things here. Route here we have ID here, everything is right here. So what happened, why is it saying like the missing and the missing things? Okay, so in the update section, so you're gonna see here in the product controller also, and let's see here also. So let's see if it is coming here or not. So let's make one called dd function and product category. Okay, so let's refresh here. So brand name, slug status, it came here, and array also, here is one array. You just need to refresh here and just refresh there and edit these sections. So fillable array 3, and we don't have the things which had not taken. So for this what you can do is like, so let's see something has been error coming on. So let's see that error. So let's make it. So I have made it like the change it is because let's go towards this terminal and let's see towards, maybe it is because of these things, this product categories. So it is in a small one, so maybe it is because of this thing. So let's change this one. Okay, so I have changed here. Let's change to the update blade also. Let's change here to product category ID. So let's change here to the product category ID. Okay, so maybe hope it works. Okay, so it works. So what was happened is like, it was the error, it was the variable error. So ICT brand Nepal. Okay, so what I'm going to do is like submit and nothing will happen because the post method doesn't support for this route, get ahead, put or patch, anything. So all of the things here is the error. Okay, so for the update sections, so we will make the update one and we will wrap it up for this episode. It may seems longer than the other one, so let's go towards the index things. So let's go towards the index. Here let's go towards the product category controller and for the update section. Okay, so for this update what I'm going to do is like, I'm going to do the same. I'm going to copy all the things here. Okay, so and I'm going to copy these things. Okay, so let's copy it and let's paste in the update section. Okay, so everything is done here in the update section. So let's make it called update. Okay, hope it works. Okay, update. So what happened, what it say that the non-statical method updates should not be called statically. Okay, so it says that this method should not be called statically. Okay, so for this one you can just make this one error zone free. So it means that we will not going to call this one directly. Okay, so let's call this variable. Okay, call the product category. Okay, product category, we are calling this one. Okay, so here also let's change this one, this product category. We are not using this category because we have used the other one. So it passes the value through update, and let's change this update here. Okay, this done. This thing's also done. Just refresh it and return to the index one. So let's go towards it and let's refresh this. What happened is that the post method doesn't support. So for that, we will just going to do is like, we will just going to say, let's say that, where is the things called? Okay, these things is here, and we need to make in the update. What we have to do is like, let's go to the form here. Where is the form? Where is the form here? Okay, I don't know. Sometimes what happens by looking all of the things. So let's make one method and let's call one method here called put. Okay, so put. So let's go and go to the back things, refresh it. ICT brand, let's change it to IC Nepal, and let's submit this one and done. Okay, so we have changed this ICT brand to ICT brand Nepal. So here is in status, we just call the slug. So we don't want to call here the slug, we want to call the status one. So let's change here. We don't need this slug here, we need to call the status. Okay, so let's refresh it again. Okay, so status active, and we have the product category. And what we need, the last thing is, we are going to need to do the deletes. Okay, so for delete it is very easy, so you don't need to panic about that. So it is very easy to do the delete. So for this delete category, so it is not working anything because we haven't specified anything in it. So let's go towards the delete first of all. So here the destroy one, so let's make here one destroyable things. Okay, so product category, we have used the smaller one, so we are going to use the smaller one. We are going to use small one. It is because you can just see in the route list, and it has been specified the smaller one because we have the small one in the route. So let's product category delete. So okay, so we will be returning redirect to the index. Okay, so after deleting, okay, the two code has been just I have put it, and let's go to the index sections. Here what I want to do is, there is some complicated things here. So first of all, what I need to do is like just make one form. Okay, so you need to specify, go through the form here. So form, and just use the form here. Okay, we have the form here, and we just say that in form we just specify the method post. Okay, so just specify the method delete. I'm just trying. Okay, I'm just trying here. then I don't know it will work or not, so I'm just trying this method delete. Okay, so don't do like that. Let's make it easy. Action, and what I'm going to do in the action is like we are going to make here route and just copy this one. Okay, and just paste it here. Okay, so delete here and just destroy. We don't have a delete method, we have the destroy. So these things done route. Let's make one thing called method, and in the Laravel 7 it may work destroy destroy or delete maybe. So let's check from delete first of all. Hope it works. So let's refresh this. So prod category dot destroy is not defined. Okay, so DSTROY. So here is the mistake here, TROY. Okay, let's refresh it again. So let's delete 1, 2, 3. We have 3 or 4, I don't know. Let's delete this. So what happened is it didn't call this, so let's copy this again, and in the hop section also let's specify this. So maybe we don't need it here, so let's cut this one. Maybe. Okay, so let's refresh again. Let's go towards the delete section. Okay, so nothing had happened here. We click the delete, but it just shows the ID. Okay, so what happened is like maybe it is because of this one. From method post here. So let's refresh this one again. Let's delete this one. Okay, so it didn't work out again, so let's just maybe here let's just copy this one again. So I'm trying to make sure that you understand everything. Okay, so maybe this is not the destroy section, the method so let's, for this you can just see here, let's go to the Laravel documentation. Okay, it is not working again, right? So okay, so here method destroy, and here also just make like another thing. What you want to specify is like action. Okay, so action, just paste here and again refresh it. So let's refresh from here. Let's say that the delete button. Okay, so it didn't work out again. Okay, so for this, so what you can do again is like, so here delete. Okay, let's try once again. And the other thing I always wanted to say you, and I have said you the several times, that without using the CSRF token it doesn't allow you to make. Okay, so CSRF. Okay, So the lesson you learned from here, from delete that, what I have done many times, it is because of the CSRS token it was not working. So let's go here, so let's refresh it and let's try to delete this one. Again it is showing error, right? So it hasn't showing anything. Let's refresh this one. Let's try to delete again this one. Let's try to delete it. Okay, so I will be resolving this, so just wait for it. So what I have done here is like I have just changed this one. Okay, so I have deleted the hub sections. I have just changed this one, so I am going to change this one into button. So the form usually works with the bottom, so let's change this. Okay, so I have changed this one to the button, and what I am going to do is like, so everything is right here, so let's delete this. Okay, this has been deleted and this has been also deleted. Okay, so let's create again. So let's create things. So create, so let's make one create button called, so I want to copy this thing, submit. Okay, so let's inspect this element and copy this button success. Okay, so copy element and let's go to our index file. So in the index file, in the upper things here, I think this here will be good, maybe. So okay, in the drop down. Okay, so I want to make down to the product category. Let's see again, let's see the product category. So let's make the product category here. Okay, so in the down of the show section. Okay, so the show, wait, the show things. Okay, so what I'm going to make here is like, let's just make one bottom called type submit and then submit. So I want to make it like a, here also a, and type submit, type bottom, type button. Okay, so I need this type. Let's just harf and just call the route called route and call the product category dot create. So save this one. Let's go and refresh this. Okay, so we don't need the name called submit, we have to name it called add. Okay, add category. Okay, so let's refresh this again. So let's go and add category, and please subscribe my channel. Okay, so subscribe this channel for more updates, and let's submit this. So we have here this one, and we have here the edit section, we have delete, we have it. So we have made the CRUD of the product category, and please try to make the another one also if you are interested. Otherwise I will be showing you how to make the other two. So please don't forget to subscribe the channel and share as much as possible, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much. See you in the next video.